everybody, I'm Danrvdtree2000, also known as Dan2010 on Xbox Live, and once again, after watching the greatest Royal Rumble ever, we have another pay-per-view to predict, and coming out this Sunday is WWE's first ever joint pay-per-view since God knows when. Backlash is going to be taking place. Yes, and it's co-branded pay-per-view. So the first match on the card, by the looks of it, may not actually be like that. But from this picture, it is WWE United States Champion Jeff Hardy will be defending his title against Randy Orton. So yes, indeed, this storyline has been a bit like 2 weeks ago, Shelton Benjamin had anybody to come and challenge him, and then Randy Orton came down and then got interrupted by Jeff Hardy and then went into the match and defeated Shelton Benjamin. And then a week later, Jeff Hardy was about to do the same thing, but Randy Orton took his place and Randy Orton lost to Shelton Benjamin. Stuff happened on last week on SmackDown, this past in Montreal, where Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton had a tag team match against, I think, who was it against? It was Shelton Benjamin. Was it Shelton Benjamin and somebody else? I don't think it was was it? Bloody hell. The Miz, sounds it. The Miz. And of course, after the match was over, Randy Orton delivered an RKO to Jeff Hardy, and now here we are. And if you don't know how this works already, if I'm going to choose who I think, and who I want to win. Who I think is going to win is the person WWE has booked to win, and who I want to win is the person I personally would like to see win the match. So here we go, Miles. I'll start you off with this one. Who do I think is going to win? Jeff Hardy! Who do I want to win? Randy Orton! That is a pretty average pick for myself, if I don't say so myself. So yeah, I think that Jeff Hardy's going to win, but I want Randy Orton. Easy pickings for this first match on the Backlash card. Next match! The next match is a Raw match! So we got Team Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman taking on the team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Well, there you go. So, this one's going to be an interesting one, but I would not like to bet against Team Braun Strowman here, because that's the people that I'd like to say who I think is going to win this match. So, I'm so sorry, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to get demolished by Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. They might have a bit of a chance, but I may make Kevin Owens in this match. And Sami Zayn might get bulldozed. It might get some offense in him, but I doubt it. They're going to get bulldozed. And who do I want to win this one? As much as I would like to say it, but Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I actually want Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to win this one, just because they haven't had a victory in quite some time. Neither of them haven't had a victory in quite some time. So, yeah, it's going to be easy pickings for Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman, but apart from that, it's pretty easy for me to predict here. So I'm going to go on to the next match. Okay, the next match is a SmackDown Live match, and it is Big Cass versus Daniel Bryan. Now, this picture makes them look like they're the same height, because they probably just raised up his picture and put it up next to Big Cass, but realistically, it's the picture of Daniel Bryan should be a little bit further down, so his head is just popping up. But nevertheless, this is gonna be an interesting first singles match back, because Daniel Bryan was in the Greatest Royal Rumble and breaking the record, Rey Mysterio's record, and being in the match for over 70 minutes. And also, the match before that was when he teamed up with Shane McMahon to take on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. So, yeah, that was this has been his first singles match back, because I think he's been in tag team matches on SmackDown Live, but I don't know if he's had a couple of single matches. I think he's had a single match. I'm not too sure, but this will be his first pay-per-view singles match back. Who do I want to win? Daniel Bryan. Who do I think is going to win? Daniel Bryan. Big Cass will have some momentum, but I very much doubt he will win here. It's just an easy pick, really. You can't really bet against Daniel Bryan at this point. He's just come back from an injury. Hopefully his chest will be much better and the infection had gone by then. I mean, so yeah, he would have had at least a week to recover. And it being this Sunday, I think he's got a chance that he'll better win this one. So, yes, that's going to be the chance throughout this entire match. And speaking of matches, let's go on to the next one. It's once again, we've got a SmackDown Live match. It's the SmackDown Live Women's Champion Carmella, who cashed in on Money in the Bank against Charlotte a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown Live, after the Iconics debuted on SmackDown Live and beat down Charlotte, and given Carmella the opportunity to cash in on the Money in the Bank. And personally, I think there could be an easy. Personally, I think there'll be an easy storyline here for Carmella to stay champion until Money in the Bank 2018. Because then I think they should make Charlotte miss Money in the Bank, or the second miss Money in the Bank, and actually cash in against Carmella on that night, or maybe a few nights later, and become SmackDown Live Women's Champion again that way. Personally, I don't think that it'll be Charlotte winning in this matchup, as it's just the first match that she's going to defend the title. So there'll be some type of shenanigans in which I think that Carmella will retain here. I want Charlotte to win, but I don't think it's going to happen, personally. It'll be an interesting match to see what happens, what shenanigans happen, and what goes down. And I'll have to wait and see for that one. So, going on to the next match. From one Women's Championship to the other, as we've got Nia Jax defending her Raw Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss. So yeah, that's gonna be very, very interesting. Do I think, with that black background, all I can see is Nia Jax's head and the top of her attire in this, and the championship belt, which is kind of funny. Who do I think is going to win this? Again, I'm not going to bet against Nia Jax here. Hopefully the match will be a lot quicker and shorter this time, and I actually want to see Nia Jax retain as well. I don't know if it will go back around the way still by Alexa Bliss or not, but hopefully it won't, and Nia Jax will be another dominant women's champion, and we'll then have her as the women's champion for quite some time, maybe until SummerSlam or something. Yeah, something like that. But with that being said, if the pay-per-views are co-branded now, I would like to see the return of the Money in the Bank, in which the Money in the Bank can cash in against either the Raw or SmackDown champion. But I will talk about that when it gets to it. So, yeah, I think that's going to be a very interesting pay-per-view. And so will this one. So yeah, I think, and I want, Nia Jax. Next match! Well, here's a match that kind of doesn't make any sense. It's SmackDown versus Raw, as we got The Miz representing SmackDown, and we got the Seth Rollins representing Raw. As I said about the greatest Royal Rumble predictions, there's no way they're gonna get the Raw person to lose to a SmackDown guy, and there's no way the Intercontinental Championship is gonna go to SmackDown Live. Unless the Miz is to win here and then was to go to both shows, so that he can get to the Raw to defend the Intercontinental Championship, but he'll still be a member of SmackDown Live. So he could go to Raw to defend the titles, but he's a SmackDown Live person. So if that's the way it will go to successfully tie with Chris Jericho with 9 championships, I think they're going about this all wrong. Personally, if they wanted to do that, they could have just kept The Miz on Raw. So, I'm going to say I don't actually want The Miz to win, but at the same time I do, because it would then... So I'm going to say it anyway. I actually want The Miz, but I think Seth Rollins. Just putting it out there now, I'm not going to bet against Seth Rollins, but I kind of want to see The Miz win the championship, just so I can see what happens when the championship is on both shows. I don't know. Will it? Will it won't be? I don't know. But there's only one way to find out when we watch it. But we're going to go on to the next match. You know, this is the next match. You know when you get that feeling that something bad's going to happen? And that's, I actually think that the title would change, which for the last 3 or 4 times in a row, I've actually thought the WWE Championship was going to change hands when it didn't. I said it at Royal Rumble, I said it at the Greatest Royal Rumble, I said it at WrestleMania, I may have said it before then. But god damn it, there's been no disqualifications. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to take care of business and actually win this WWE Championship. So I think it'll be Shinsuke Nakamura. But I want AJ Styles. But I'm actually starting to get really bored of this feud already. I don't really want to see another match featuring those two. If Shinsuke Nakamura wins, we all know that AJ Styles will have a rematch clause and end up losing that rematch. But I don't want to see Samoa Joe challenge Shinsuke Nakamura. Because he said on SmackDown he was going to challenge whoever won this match for the WWE Championship. So, AJ versus Samoa Joe is a much better matchup compared to the Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe, because it really can't have 2 heels facing each other unless Joe was to turn face. But, you know, who knows? It could happen, it could work. With that being said, I got about 30 seconds until I can go to the next match. And we got the main event. It's a Raw match, and the main event wouldn't be complete without Roman Reigns being in it. For like, God knows how many times is Roman Reigns gonna be in a main event. Let's see. WrestleMania. Royal Rumble, sort of. And now Backlash. For God's sake, man! God's sake! So it's gonna be Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. And there is nothing going on in this match. Nothing going on. Just SmackDown versus Raw. I forgot to mention, actually, it's not a Raw match, it's a SmackDown versus Raw match. SmackDown Samoa Joe versus Raw's Roman Reigns. Who do I think is going to win? Roman Reigns. Who do I want to win? Samoa Joe. This is quite an easy pickings in this one. It's gonna be without doubt probably a backwards and forwards type of matchup. But hey, I think Roman Reigns will give Samoa Joe a spear, and after like 1 or 2 Superman punches, and that'll be the end of it. 1, 2, 3, Roman Reigns wins. Lol. That's it. Nothing else. If not, Samoa Joe will do the complete clutch and make him tap out or pass out. Something will happen. Something big and major will happen. I don't know what. But this will be a good pay-per-view. Hopefully. So I want you guys to let me know who you think is going to win a Backlash. And I am Danrvdtree2000, also known as Danrvdtree2000, on Xbox Live. And until I will see you at the Backlash reactions and reviews. And until then, bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to watch the previous video, click on the video on the left. But if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the video on the right. Also, feel free to click subscribe by clicking on the Master Chief icon on the top.